you ever feel like you are just floating, without direction or purpose? Do moments of stillness sometimes transform into heavy feelings of being stuck, stagnant, or just profoundly bored with everything around you? This feeling is a silent call. It is a gentle nudge from within. It invites you to pause. It asks you to reflect. It offers a unique chance for deep transformation. Let us explore how ancient wisdom can guide us. Lesson 1. Recognize and name your feelings of stagnation. The first step on any path of change is to simply see what is truly happening. We often push away uncomfortable feelings. We try to ignore them. We might distract ourselves with endless tasks or noise. But this wisdom tradition teaches us to face reality. It encourages us to develop a clear, gentle awareness of our inner landscape. Feel the heaviness. Notice the dullness. Acknowledge the boredom. Give these sensations a name. Perhaps it is stuckness. Maybe it is inertia. It could be listlessness. Naming a feeling helps to separate it from ourselves. It creates a little space. It allows us to observe it, rather than being completely overwhelmed by it. This is not about judgment. It is not about criticism. It is simply an act of honest recognition. When we can clearly see what is present, we gain power. We move from being victims of our feelings to becoming mindful observers. This observation is a radical act of kindness towards ourselves. It is the beginning of inner freedom. It is like turning on a light in a dimly lit room. You can now see the furniture. You can see the dust. You can see the potential for tidying up. Our feelings, even the difficult ones, hold valuable information. They are messengers. They tell us something needs attention. They whisper about a desire for growth. They point towards an unfulfilled need. By truly feeling the boredom, we understand its nature. By truly feeling stuck, we understand its grip. This open and non-judgmental acceptance is the very first key. It is the foundation upon which all other positive changes can be built. Do not rush past these feelings. Sit with them for a moment. Observe them breathe. Let them be. This mindful pause creates the possibility of a different future. It allows us to begin to untangle the knots that bind us. It is a powerful act of self-discovery. This calm observation leads to understanding. Understanding leads to wisdom. Wisdom leads to liberation from old patterns. This simple act of naming is profoundly transformative. It gives us agency. It gives us a starting point. It clears the path ahead. Lesson 2. Pinpoint the specific areas causing inertia. Once you have recognized the general feeling of stagnation, the next step is to look closer. Where exactly is this inertia rooted? Is it in your work life? Are you doing tasks that no longer challenge or inspire you? Is your career path feeling like a dead end? Or perhaps the stagnation is in your relationships. Do certain connections feel draining? Have you drifted apart from people you once cherished? Maybe it is a lack of connection with others altogether. The inertia might be personal. Are you neglecting your physical health? Have you stopped learning new things? Is your creative spirit lying dormant? Do you feel you are not living true to your deepest self? This wisdom tradition encourages deep inquiry. It asks us to look at the causes of our suffering. It invites us to examine the conditions that lead to our current state. Be honest with yourself. This is not about assigning blame. It is about understanding. It is about identifying the specific points of friction. Is your environment contributing to the feeling? Is your daily routine unchanging and uninspiring? Pinpointing these areas gives you clarity. It helps you move beyond a vague sense of unease. It transforms a nebulous problem into concrete issues. When you know precisely what is bothering you, you can begin to address it directly. It is like diagnosing an illness. You cannot treat it until you know what it is. This careful examination is an act of courageous introspection. It helps you see the patterns. It helps you see the habits that keep you stuck. Maybe you spend too much time on activities that do not uplift you. Perhaps you have too little time for things that truly nourish your spirit. Think about different aspects of your life: work, home, social life, personal growth, health, finances. Which of these areas feel heavy? Which ones feel neglected? Which ones feel joyless? Write them down if it helps. This clear understanding is your map. It shows you where the work needs to be done. It empowers you to take targeted action. It shifts you from passive suffering to active problem solving. This precise identification illuminates the way forward. Lesson 3. Initiate small, consistent daily actions. Feeling overwhelmed by big changes is common. The path to overcoming stagnation does not demand grand, sudden gestures. Instead, it encourages tiny, persistent steps. Ancient wisdom emphasizes the power of right effort. This means doing what is skillful and helpful, consistently. Think about one very small action you can take each day. It should be something so simple that you cannot possibly fail. Can you wake up 5 minutes earlier? Can you drink a glass of water first thing? Can you spend 2 minutes stretching? Can you read just one page of an inspiring book? Can you send one positive text message to a friend? The size of the action does not matter. The consistency does. These small actions build momentum. They create a ripple effect. They retrain your mind. They demonstrate to yourself that you are capable of change. This consistency builds self-trust. Each tiny victory reinforces your commitment. It proves you can move forward, even when it feels difficult. This is not about achieving perfection. It is about establishing a new pattern. It is about cultivating a habit of positive movement. This wisdom teaches that even a single drop of water, consistently falling, can eventually wear away a stone. Your small actions are those drops. They may seem insignificant at first, but over time, their cumulative effect is profound. They shift your energy. They break the cycle of inertia. They create a sense of accomplishment. You are gently nudging yourself out of the rut. You are showing up for yourself, day after day. This practice builds inner discipline. It cultivates resilience. It helps you reconnect with your own agency. Do not wait for motivation to strike. Take the action, and motivation will follow. This is the truth of dedicated effort. It is the practical application of intentional living. These small, steady steps are powerful. They are achievable. They lead to meaningful transformation. They are your daily affirmations of change. They are the gentle push you need. They open the door to larger possibilities. Lesson 4. Seek out new experiences and learning opportunities. A stagnant life often comes from a lack of new input. Our minds thrive on novelty. Our spirits yearn for growth. The ancient teachings remind us of impermanence. Everything is always changing. If we resist change, we suffer. Embracing change means actively seeking new experiences. It means opening ourselves to learning. What have you always wanted to try? What skill have you secretly admired? This does not require big commitments. It can be simple. Visit a new park. Try a different route to work. Cook a cuisine you have never attempted. Listen to a type of music outside your usual preference. Read a book on a subject completely unfamiliar to you. Sign up for a free online workshop. Watch a documentary about something you know nothing about. Engage in a conversation with someone from a different background. These small exposures to novelty awaken your senses. They spark curiosity. They challenge your existing perspectives. Learning new things stretches your mind. It builds new neural pathways. It keeps your brain agile and vibrant. It prevents intellectual rust. This is not about becoming an expert. It is about expanding your world. It is about breaking free from mental routines. It is about inviting fresh energy into your life. When you engage with newness, you discover hidden interests. You might uncover talents you did not know you possessed. You might meet fascinating people. This willingness to explore is a sign of a vibrant mind. It is a commitment to lifelong growth. It prevents complacency. It counters the dullness of routine. Embrace the beginner's mind. Approach new things with openness and wonder. Let go of the need to be good at something immediately. The joy is in the exploration itself. The joy is in the process of discovery. This act of seeking newness is a powerful antidote to boredom. It reignites your inner spark. It reminds you that the world is vast and full of possibilities. It fosters a spirit of adventure. This broadens your understanding. It deepens your appreciation for life's rich tapestry. Lesson 5. Reconnect with your core values and forgotten passions. Sometimes we feel stuck because we have drifted away from what truly matters to us. Life's demands can push us onto paths that do not align with our deepest self. Ancient wisdom emphasizes the importance of right intention and understanding your true nature. Take time to remember who you are at your core. What principles guide your life? What do you stand for? What brings you a sense of purpose and meaning? These are your core values. Write them down. Think about times in your life when you felt most alive. What were you doing? What was important to you then? Perhaps you loved painting. Maybe you enjoyed playing an instrument. Did you have a passion for hiking? Did you volunteer for a cause you believed in? Often, these passions get buried under daily responsibilities. They become forgotten dreams. Reconnecting with them can infuse your life with renewed energy. It is like finding a hidden spring. You do not have to pick up the brush and become a professional artist overnight. Simply buy a small set of watercolors and experiment for 15 minutes. You do not need to join a band. Dust off that old guitar and strum a few chords. The point is to invite these forgotten parts of yourself back into your life, even in a small way. This reconnection validates your inner self. It reminds you of your unique gifts. It tells you that you are more than just your roles or responsibilities. When your actions align with your values and passions, life feels more authentic. It feels more meaningful. The sense of stagnation begins to dissolve. You are not just going through the motions. You are living a life that reflects who you truly are. This journey inward is profoundly liberating. It helps you understand what truly nourishes your soul. It reminds you of your inherent worth and creativity. This practice brings you back into alignment. It is a powerful way to rediscover joy. It ignites a quiet fire within you. It provides a compass for your next steps. Lesson 6. Declutter your physical and mental space. A cluttered environment can reflect and contribute to a cluttered mind. And a cluttered mind certainly leads to feelings of stagnation. Ancient teachings often speak of non-attachment and simplicity. They remind us that true peace comes not from accumulation, but from letting go. Look around your physical space. What do you no longer need? What is simply taking up space? What items create visual noise? Start small. Clear off one surface. Clean out one drawer. Go through your clothes. Donate what you no longer wear. Discard what is broken. A clear physical space often leads to a clearer mind. It reduces visual distractions. It creates a sense of lightness. The same applies to your mental space. What thoughts are constantly swirling around? What worries are you holding on to? What old grudges are you carrying? What unnecessary information are you consuming? Consider a digital detox. Unfollow social media accounts that drain you. Limit news consumption if it makes you anxious. Practice moments of quiet reflection. Let go of thoughts that do not serve you. This is not about forcing your mind to be empty. It is about observing the thoughts and gently letting them pass, like clouds in the sky. Decluttering is an act of liberation. It frees up energy that was tied up in managing excess. It creates room for new experiences. It allows fresh ideas to flow. It brings a sense of calm and order. When your spaces are clear, it is easier to think. It is easier to create. It is easier to simply be present. This simplicity fosters clarity. It supports a lighter way of living. It reduces mental noise. It helps you focus on what truly matters. It is a powerful way to reduce internal and external friction. It makes room for new growth. It creates a sanctuary for your mind and spirit. This practice cultivates inner peace. It enhances mental spaciousness. It reduces overwhelming feelings. It allows you to breathe more freely. Lesson 7. Establish clear, achievable micro-goals. The feeling of being stuck often comes from a lack of direction. We might have vague aspirations, but without clear steps, they remain out of reach. This wisdom tradition encourages right effort and setting realistic intentions. Break down any larger desires into incredibly small, concrete steps. These are your micro-goals. They are distinct from the daily actions of Lesson 3 because they point towards a specific, slightly larger outcome. If you want to write a book, your micro-goal might be to outline the first chapter, or even just to brainstorm 10 ideas for characters. If you want to improve your health, a micro-goal could be to walk for 15 minutes 3 times this week, or to add 1 serving of vegetables to your dinner. If you want to learn a new language, a micro-goal could be to learn 5 new words each day, or to practice for 10 minutes using an app. The key is that these goals must be clear. They must be measurable. They must be achievable within a short time frame. And they must be small enough that they do not feel daunting. Achieving these micro-goals builds momentum. Each completed step is a small victory. It reinforces your capability. It fuels your confidence. It helps you see progress. This process dismantles the feeling of being overwhelmed. It turns a large, intimidating task into a series of manageable steps. It makes the impossible seem possible. Celebrate each micro-goal achievement, no matter how small. Acknowledge your effort. This positive reinforcement encourages you to continue. It trains your brain to see tasks as achievable. It replaces procrastination with action. It transforms inertia into forward movement. This is a practical application of diligence. It helps you move from intention to manifestation. It builds the path 1 step at a time. It keeps you moving with purpose. It provides a clear direction for your energy. This method cultivates sustained progress. Lesson 8. Shift your perspective through gratitude or reframing. Our perception heavily influences our reality. When we feel stuck, our minds tend to focus on what is wrong. They dwell on what is missing. This wisdom tradition offers powerful tools to shift our viewpoint: gratitude and reframing. Gratitude is simply acknowledging the good that is already present. Even in challenging times, there are things to be grateful for. The breath in your lungs, a warm cup of tea, a comfortable chair, the sun shining, a kind word from a stranger, a roof over your head. Make a conscious effort each day to identify 3 specific things you are grateful for. Write them down. Say them aloud. This practice trains your mind to seek out the positive. It expands your awareness of abundance. It lessens the grip of scarcity thinking. Reframing is looking at a situation from a different angle. Instead of seeing a problem, can you see a challenge? Instead of seeing a failure, can you see a learning opportunity? The feeling of being stuck might be reframed as a period of necessary rest. It could be seen as an opportunity for deep introspection. It might be a sign that you're on the cusp of a breakthrough. This shift in perspective is not about denying reality. It is about choosing how you interpret it. It is about finding the empowering narrative. It is about recognizing that every experience, even the difficult ones, holds lessons. This change in viewpoint changes your emotional state. It changes your energy. It opens up new possibilities. It allows you to see solutions where you once saw only obstacles. This practice aligns with the concept of right view. It is about seeing things as they truly are, beyond our immediate emotional reactions. It cultivates optimism. It fosters resilience. It empowers you to navigate challenges with greater ease. This mindful shift is deeply transformative. It enhances inner peace. It brings light to difficult situations. It allows you to grow through your experiences. Lesson 9. Prioritize radical self-care and well-being. When we feel stuck, we often neglect ourselves. We push harder. We ignore our basic needs. But sustainable change comes from a place of strength, not exhaustion. This wisdom tradition emphasizes compassion, especially self-compassion. Treating yourself with kindness is not selfish. It is essential. Radical self-care means truly listening to what your body and mind need. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating nourishing foods? Are you moving your body regularly? Are you taking breaks throughout your day? This is not about grand spa days, though those are wonderful. It is about consistent, small acts of care. It is about honoring your limits. It is about replenishing your energy reserves. Schedule time for rest. Protect your sleep. Prepare simple, wholesome meals. Go for a walk in nature. Spend time in quiet reflection. Do something purely for joy, with no expectation of productivity. This could be listening to music. It could be drawing. It could be simply sitting still. Understand that you cannot pour from an empty cup. When you are depleted, every task feels harder. Every challenge feels overwhelming. Prioritizing your well-being builds your capacity. It creates resilience. It provides the energy needed for meaningful change. It is an act of self-love. It is a recognition of your inherent worth. This practice helps to reduce stress. It calms the nervous system. It creates a fertile ground for new ideas and motivation to emerge. Remember that feeling stuck is a sign that something needs attention. Often, that something is you. This dedicated care is fundamental. It helps you regulate your emotions. It sharpens your focus. It prepares you for the path ahead. It empowers you to face challenges with grace. It is the foundation for a vibrant life. Lesson 10. Reach out for support or fresh perspectives. The path to inner freedom is often walked with others. Feeling stuck can be isolating. We might feel like we are the only ones struggling. But human connection is a powerful antidote to stagnation. This wisdom tradition highlights the importance of community. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of all beings. Reach out to someone you trust. Share how you are feeling. This could be a friend, a family member, a mentor, or a spiritual guide. Sometimes, simply vocalizing your feelings makes them less overwhelming. Hearing another person's perspective can offer clarity. They might see solutions you have overlooked. They might offer encouragement you desperately need. Do not carry your burdens alone. There is strength in vulnerability. There is wisdom in seeking guidance. This does not mean someone else will fix your problems, but they can offer a listening ear. They can provide a different point of view. They can remind you of your own strengths. Consider joining a group or a class that aligns with your interests. This could be a book club, a meditation group, a hiking club, or a creative workshop. Being part of a community provides a sense of belonging. It offers opportunities for shared learning. It exposes you to new ideas and people. This broadens your world. It helps you feel less alone. It reminds you that everyone experiences challenges. Receiving support is an act of humility and courage. Offering support to others also strengthens you. It reminds you of your own capacity for compassion. This interconnectedness fuels growth. It provides a safety net. It inspires new ways of thinking. It builds a network of strength around you. This engagement with others is vital. It reminds you of your place in the larger tapestry of life. It fosters empathy. It helps you move forward with greater confidence and connection.